Hello everybody and welcome back to Gallivanting Kendall. Next month, rainy season arrives here in the Philippines, and today I'm going to tell you how to prep for it. Hit like and subscribe and let's ride. Alright everybody, the rainy season is just about 1 month away, and those of you who've been here for a while know that some weeks it can rain every single day in your city or province. You also know that the Philippines is prone to natural disasters like typhoons and earthquakes. I have decided to share with you my prepping strategy that is practical, simple, and best of all, cheap. First, let me tell you what you won't need. You won't need tactical knives, you won't need a go bag, and you won't need firearms. And if you're a Westerner, you should know that in the Philippines, we are not allowed to own firearms. However, there are certain legal self-defense weapons you can own, like pepper spray, stun guns, and certain types of knives. But I digress. If you feel you need a weapon in order for you to properly prepare for a disaster, those are the weapons you can carry as a foreigner. What about go bags? The Philippines has been under the protection of the U.S. military for some time now, many decades. There is now a four-nation coalition that consists of the Philippines, Japan, Australia, and the U.S. My point? Neither the Chinese nor any other country will be invading the Philippines anytime soon, so save your money on putting together a go bag. In the event of a natural disaster, as a foreigner, I don't recommend you go anywhere unless you're with your girlfriend or spouse's family and they find it necessary to leave, or if you're a Western couple, you stick with a Filipino family, and if they find it necessary to leave and they invite you with them, then you go with them. You see, Filipinos are all about two things mostly: family and community. People get to know you fast here. Once you've lived in your barangay for about 6 months, you become part of the community, which means that in the event of a natural disaster, you and your community will take care of each other. Things could become very dangerous for you if you leave your area, don't speak Tagalog or Bisaya or the local language, whatever it happens to be, wherever you live, and you go wandering about by yourself. Take care of your immediate environment, and you should be fine. So what will you need? Let's start with the most important item you'll need: water. The human body can go without food for 30 days, but without water, the average person cannot survive more than 3 days. Now, I don't have a water dispenser for a couple of reasons. One, I procrastinate. And two, I'm moving to another island soon, and I don't want to add any more crap you have to take with me. So I buy water in 10-liter bottles. And between me and my dog, we go through about 20 liters or 2 10-liter bottles a week. My planned stash is 22 10-liter bottles. That gives me enough water to clean myself, cook, and for me and Ali to drink for over a month. Each time I bring a 10-liter bottle of water into the house, I take a Sharpie and write the date on the bottle cap and put it in my storage area, which is right off my kitchen. When I need a new bottle of water, I grab the bottle with the oldest date on it and bring it into the kitchen. Now someone correct me if I'm wrong. Please comment in the chat. But when Typhoon Ray, also known as Odette, hit Cebu in December of 2021, there was no power and water for about 3 weeks. If you lived in the province, I heard there was no water or power for 2 to 3 months. So use your best judgment as to what you'll need. The next most important thing you'll want to have plenty of is food. Look, with public services being down, you're going to be uncomfortable as it is. You've got your water. Now, make sure you've got your food. Stock up on ramen, pasta, canned fish, rice, and canned meats, of which there is plenty of here in the Philippines. There are whole aisles in the supermarkets dedicated to canned fish and meats. You can also stock your freezer with frozen foods and meats, which brings me to my next point. You're gonna wanna buy a generator. I have a 2.5 kilowatt Honda that I bought on Lazada, which is a popular online store, a lot like Amazon. Today, you can buy that generator for about $170 US. Granted, it's not a lot of power, but it's enough to keep me comfortable. At the time that I bought it, there weren't a lot of generators available because I came here shortly after Odette and shortly after the country opened up again after COVID. Okay, so I got what was available because I wanted to have something. The Philippines is famous or infamous for brownouts and power outages. So I've had the opportunity to use my generator several times, and it does exactly what I wanted it to do. It runs the refrigerator, freezer, internet, a small lamp, and a fan all at the same time. Full disclosure, once I get moved to Luzon, I plan on buying a 4,500 watt generator to run the entire house. This one's fine, but I want more power. Hey, I'm a guy, right? My 2.5 kilowatt generator runs for 12 hours on about a 2-liter tank of gas. I keep a 20-liter tank of gas handy for it now, up in the storage area. Actually, I keep it up on the second floor balcony, so there's plenty of air out there. Now, the way you do it is you keep 1-gallon plastic Ziploc bags of water in the freezer during the day. You see, during the day, you're going to be making ice so that at night, while you're asleep and you're not running the generator, you can keep both sides of your refrigerator, the freezer and the fridge, cool. The next morning, you're going to crank up the generator again and the melted ice will refreeze. I have a Filipina friend who told me that she and her mom had to cook all the food in their refrigerator and their freezer after Odette hit because they didn't have a way to keep it cold. Point number 3, make sure you purchase one of the very popular 2-burner propane stove tops. If you don't already have one, or if your stove runs on propane like mine did in Lapu-Lapu, keep a spare tank of propane around. The cooktops are plentiful. They sell them in the supermarkets here. They're cheap too, like around 20 bucks. In Lapu-Lapu, I paid $5 when I ran out of propane. I cook much less here in Naga. The tank I have hooked up right now I've had for about, almost a year. I realize this sounds like a lot, but it's really not. And you don't have to buy it all at once. Just get a few extra food items every time you go to the market. Pick up 1 or 2 10-liter bottles of water every week until you have enough so that you feel secure. Also, don't take too long to get your emergency food and water together. Anything can happen at any time. Now, just in case you have to sleep outside your home for a few days, you want to make sure you have a tent or a backpacking tarp that's lightweight. You also want to have a closed cell foam pad or an air mattress that's made for camping, and also make sure you've got flashlights and plenty of batteries. Now, this should get you through most natural disasters that you're going to encounter while you're here in the Philippines. You're going to want to make upgrades along the way though, and I'm going to do other videos with suggestions about how to do that. Another thought, keep cash in your Gcash account at all times and keep a little cash stashed away in a lockbox or safe in your home, because if there's no power, there's no ATM. Get that generator. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And as always, take care of each other and give a great day.